Good morning, everyone. This is Bridget with Horse Auctions USA, and it is sale day here at the 2023 National Clydesdale sale in Springfield, Illinois. We are at the Illinois State Fairgrounds. I just wanted to pop on here for a minute and do a quick online bidding video tutorial. We did this yesterday at the conclusion of the driving previews, but for those of you who may have missed that, I thought perhaps it would be best if we did a quick one just for the online bidding. So those of you who want to participate online today can, and sometimes seeing things is a whole lot easier than trying to read through written instructions. So that's what we're going to do. So first and foremost, we're going to talk about the two different avenues that you can use to bid online. If you're going to use your phone or tablet or any mobile device, I recommend that you use the Horse Auctions USA app. It is available for download on both the App Store and the Google Play Store. So you're going to go to the applicable store, and in the search, you're going to type Horse Auctions with an S at the end, USA, and this is what's going to pop up. You'll see our little icon here. It'll say Horse Auctions USA, and you just click Get or Install. It's free to download. So again, I do recommend using the app if you're on your phone or your tablet. It just has a really nice interface on the mobile devices. My customers who have the app really enjoy using it. It's pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. So the app is the one option you can use, but for those of you who want to use your browser, you can use any browser you want. It'll work on any of them. I like Google Chrome. It's just the most up-to-date browser there is. But again, any browser will work, and you are going to navigate to bid, that's B-I-D, horse auctions with an S at the end, USA.com. So whether you are on our app or you're in your browser, the rest of this is going to be pretty similar. So that's going to bring you to the main landing page of Horse Auctions USA, and that's going to show you all the auctions we've got coming up. And we actually have several auctions in several states going on today. But the one that we're talking about is the 2023 National Clydesdale sale. That's actually the first auction of the day today, so it's at the very top of the list. So you are going to click View Auction right underneath that. And what that's going to do is that's going to bring you over here to an index, if you will, of all of the horses that we'll be selling here today. I do want to draw your attention to the very bottom of this list, because even though it's at the bottom of the list, this morning at about 8 o'clock Central Standard Time, we have some large items that we are going to sell online that aren't horses, obviously, but we are going to make them available for online bidding. I have them at the bottom of the list because I did not want them to overshadow the horses. So for those of you that were interested in bidding on any of these items, please be aware they will start at 8 o'clock Central Time. So again, they're down here at the bottom of the list. We've got the carriage here. There's a couple of vis-a-vis. There's an EB2 horse. There's the Bud truck and trailer, and there is a 6-up harness. So again, all of those will be available, and they will be the first things we sell online today, even though they show at the bottom of the list. So having said that, again, this is an index of the horses, so you can scroll through and you can kind of peruse them. You'll find that this list matches up with the printed catalogs. If you want to see more about a horse, you're going to click on their listing. And I'm choosing this one because it says they have a video. So if there's a video, it will be the second thumbnail of their listing right here. And you'll just click that, and that's going to be the video. And so on. So that's kind of how you navigate the index. The one lot that I do want everyone to take a moment and review is this very first lot at the top. This is practice bidding and sale information. This is a really good lot to just kind of review. It's going to give you all the basics of the sale, as well as some online bidding details. And most importantly, this is a place for you, once you're registered to bid, to go ahead and practice and kind of get a feel for things. Before we start today, I will open this lot up for live bidding so that those of you who are new to the platform, if you want to place some live bids with me as opposed to the absentee bids, and we'll talk about that for just a minute, you'll be able to do that to just kind of see how things go and what things look like. So registering to bid. You can register to bid anytime, including while the sale is live, but I do recommend that you register prior to the start of the sale. And the reason I say that is, should you run into any kind of difficulty, you can reach me by phone to kind of navigate through and correct whatever problem you're having. Once we're live and we start the sale, I'm actually running the live platform, so it is very difficult, if not impossible, for me to actually answer my phone, and you'll have to resort to texting. So again, and I'll give you the number at the end, my name is Bridget. It's 336-904-8903, but again, I'll give you that number after as well. So to register to bid, you can click, you'll see all the prompts here say register to bid. You can click under any horse, any lot in the auction. It does not matter which one, okay? Any of them will get you registered. So you're going to click register to bid, and it's going to bring up this screen. A common mistake for people is that they'll just see this and they immediately go to putting in their email address and password. Well, if you're brand new here, you're not in the system, so this won't do you any good. You want to go to this, no account, sign up here, and click that, and then put your information in, okay? It's going to walk you through with some prompts. It is going to prompt you to enter a credit or a debit card, and we are going to put a $1,000 pre-authorization on the card you register with. This is not a charge. I want to be very clear about this. It's just a pre-authorization, kind of like when you get a car rental. It's going to show up on your banking as a pending charge. Your mobile banking app will probably send you a notification that, hey, there's a $1,000 charge here. It's not a charge, guys. It never completes. It's going to fall off at the conclusion of the sale. It falls off immediately on my end. When it reflects on your end is going to be dependent on your bank. Most of them fall off Monday, open a business. Some are Tuesday. But again, it will fall off like it was never there. It's just going to vanish. So it's not a charge. Just be aware of that. But you may get a notification from your mobile banking app just letting you know that it's there. So just don't panic. I'm not charging you $1,000 to register. On that note, you do need to have a membership in order to bid at this sale. So if you're not a current member of the Clydesdale Association or one of the affiliates, please don't panic. It's not a big deal. We can get you a temporary membership. There's a $10 charge to do that. And for those of you who don't have that, Horse Auctions USA is going to go ahead and invoice you today for that $10. That'll take care of your temporary membership, and you're good to go for bidding. Again, that is a requirement. So you'll see an invoice pop up at some point during the day today, letting you know that you've been charged the $10 if you're not a current member, and you've got your temporary membership. So you're going to, again, fill this out. It's going to walk you through, and I'm going to go ahead and just get myself logged in so that we can look at what things look like once you're registered. So let me get that login on here. I do recommend, guys, that you click Remember Me on this device, and I'm going to show you why. So once I'm logged in, you see how my name pops up here? It's a really good practice to get into, to make sure the first thing you do when you open the app or you navigate to the website is to make sure that you're logged in. It's a terrible, terrible thing to be waiting for the one horse that you've been looking at for a couple of weeks, and you're watching live and that horse comes in and you're ready to bid, and you go to bid and you realize you didn't log in. It's an auction, so it's pretty fast-paced, and you may not have time to get yourself logged in. So good practice. Just make sure that you are, in fact, logged in. You'll see you have the option to star lots, favorite lots, put them on your watch list, and then you'll get notifications like when a lot should be coming in, or if you've got a bid, you've been outbid, etc. So you can star the lots and all that good stuff, and then you can actually place your bids. You see how register to bid has now changed, and now all of those say bid. So you'll see all of them start at $1,000 if they don't have any bids placed ahead of time. That's just the default start bid. It's an arbitrary number. It just needs to be the same number. So that's why that's there. And you'll see that you can bid now even though we're not live. That's because we do offer absentee bidding. This works a lot like eBay, and there's a couple of scenarios where I'm going to recommend that you use this instead of the live. The first and most obvious is maybe you have to work today, or your kid has a game today, or for whatever reason you have something to do today that is going to prevent you from watching live. Maybe as many of us do, you've got a farm and you're out in the country and your internet service is not the most reliable. This is really important on a live auction, guys. Where we are here at the Illinois State Fairgrounds, we have great internet service. We're very fortunate for that. So there will be absolutely no delay in the transmission for the online bidding on our end. However, I have no control over what's going on your end. So if you are out in rural America with poor cellular service or poor internet service and you've got a delay, that could cause you some problems when we're live. Okay, so if you know where you're going to be has sketchy internet or cell service, then again, might want to be thinking about this absentee bidding option. The third scenario where I recommend that you utilize this is if you find big decisions under pressure very taxing, and many people do. Buying a horse is a big deal for most of us. So again, auctions are fast-paced. If you know you better than anyone, if you're a person who, when the pressure's on, you get a little frazzled, maybe the absentee bidding is a better choice for you because you can take your time. I know most of you have shopped these horses extensively already. You know who your favorites are. So then you can kind of really think about it and place your bid ahead of time, and then you're not in a panic while you're watching live. So in order to use the absentee bidding, as you can see, you can just place a bid, you know, what it's asking for now. Now, we were playing with the practice lot earlier, so I'm currently the high bidder here. Or you see the little, this is the option that I'm telling you guys that is good for you to use. You see the drop-down arrow next to the bids? If you click that, it says create max bid, let the system bid up for you. So this is really good since I'm currently the high bidder over here. I'm going to click this and I'm going to up my bid. I'm going to up it to 5,000. And then I'm going to place my max bid. See how it didn't change? How I'm still the high bidder at 4,000? When you put your max bid in there, guys, the computer is not going to automatically set you in for that. The computer's job is to get you the horse for the lowest possible amount. It's going to bid on your behalf by increments only as it has to keep you in the lead. Well, I was already the winning bidder here, so the computer doesn't have to do anything. It just makes a note that my maximum bid has been increased, and if one of you comes along and you place a $4,500 bid, it's going to put me back in at $47.5. If one of you comes in and places a $5,000 bid, it's going to take your bid, but it's going to tell you you're outbid because I also placed a $5,000 bid, but my bid was placed before yours, okay? So I'll be in the lead and it's going to say you were outbid, bid again. Now, if one of you comes along and you place a bid for $5,250, that's going to knock me out, and I'm going to get a notification saying, hey, you were outbid. So that's how the absentee bidding works. You are able to jump in on the live and you know, take over the live bidding or increase your maximum bid if it, you know, the horse you put your max bid on, if it's approaching that and you're afraid you're going to lose out, you can always jump in and add to it or jump in and go live. So you're not bound to just use absentee bidding if you start out that way. Please note that if you do use this early bidding, the max bid option, and a horse comes in the ring and something is announced or observed that changes the information you had available to you. For example, if a horse is a cribber and that was not disclosed in the auction information, but it's disclosed in the ring, or the horse comes in and has a visible lameness or a visible wound, again, things that you were unaware of when you placed your max bid, we're going to ignore your maximum bid. And we do that for your protection. We don't need you to get an unwelcome surprise. We want you to bid with the most accurate, up-to-date information. So that's about all we're going to cover on the absentee bidding, just, you know, give you the basics. For the rest of you who want to go live, again, you're going to want to make sure you're logged in. You're going to want to click on the first lot, and you see down here where it says view live, you're going to click that. Now when I click it right now, it says we're not currently active because we're not. It's 4:57 in the morning where I am. So when we are active, you'll get the broadcast screen up here. If you pull it up and you don't have any audio, make sure that your little speaker icon is clicked on, that there isn't a line through it. We will on occasion mute the audio for just a second up there, but for the most part you'll have audio throughout the whole time. So when we're live and you're watching, again, you'll have real-time audio and video. These bid buttons are going to change as the auctioneer is going. So, you know, 1,000, 1,250, 1,500, 17.5. This will change as we're going. So when you want to bid, you're going to click once to bid, and you're going to click a second time to confirm. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and bid on this lot, and then I'll remove this bid in a minute. So I'm going to click once to bid, and then you see how it says confirm bid? You need to click again to confirm. We want to prevent an accidental bidding, okay? So once to bid and a second time to confirm when we're live. Very important that you click that second time or it's not going to register your bid. And you'll hear me talking to you when you're bidding on live. So I'll say, you know, Tom, you're in. Tom, you're out. And it's going to tell you on your screen too. So you'll have a couple of different prompts. If you're the winning bidder, the Clydesdale Association office staff, they're going to reach out to you shortly thereafter. They're going to confirm when you're planning on picking up and payment and all that good stuff. You will need to make payment directly to the Clydesdale Association. Even though you register with a card on my platform, our payment systems do not integrate. So the ladies in the office will need to get your card information if that's what you're using, or if you're coming over to pay cash or check, all that good stuff. So those are the basics, guys. Again, we'll be live today. We will be live on Facebook. We will be live on YouTube. A couple of things about that. First and foremost is that there is a delay on Facebook and YouTube. It's going to vary from anywhere 12 to 20 seconds, but there is a delay on both of those platforms. Those platforms buffer their feed, and that buffering does cause a delay. The real-time feed with absolutely no delay is here on the bidding site. You cannot bid on YouTube. You cannot bid on Facebook. You can only bid on Horse Auctions USA, either the app or the bid.horseauctionsusa.com website. Those are the only two ways to bid online. But again, if you just want to watch, Facebook and YouTube will be options. Just be aware you do have a 12 to 20 second delay on those platforms. So we'll see you back in a little bit. Again, my name is Bridget. My number is 336-904-8903. If you have any questions or problems today, I want to wish you all good luck and happy bidding.